Patrick. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Remind me, where are you thinking about moving in the States?
I'm planning to move somewhere in Texas.
Okay, great choice.
I'm done with this winter and cold
Yeah,
and
screw that. Life's too short. And what's your guys' plan now? What are you thinking with you and your wife? Are you thinking about going the franchise path, your own business? What are your thoughts?
if we took E-2 visa with either our own business or franchisee, like if we start our own business, there is a chance of failure. And if we failed on that business, we have to return to Canada.
Yeah. So you want to get it right the first time with the business investment.
Yeah. So if let's example, if I spend something like 50,000 or 100,000 in my business, and if that failed, I have to come back to home. And I want to understand from you, like, okay, if I stop the business, what's the option? Do I stay there or I have to come back?
If you stop the business, so say you have the Canadian, you and your wife both have Canadian passports.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so if you stop the business, you technically need to let the US government know and return the visa. What a lot of our clients will do is they'll build like a family holding company and we'll build into the business plan. Maybe there's an anchor franchise and you're focused on that for the first 24 months. But there's also optionality to do IT servicing or other type of business activities. So that gives some optionality that if that franchise fails and it was part of a larger business plan that you're doing other business activities and you're employing Americans, then you should be set to continue on operating that entity.
Yeah, I have to learn on that part. I'm not pretty much familiar on business side. So technically, if my thought process is that if I took some franchisee, at least I have their brand name and customer
Yeah.
coming, and at least I'm running, right? And what I want to do is like I want to start this business with my wife's name. She was the owner,
Okay.
and me and my son will be dependent. And then like I can find my own job if she owned the business, right, as a dependent.
My wife, as a dependent, when I sponsored her green card, she got a job in 6 weeks. Very fast. US job market, it's not as good as in the past, but it's still pretty damn good compared to other countries.
100%. No, there is no doubt because the population, right? Like the population and how.
The businesses, Canadian businesses have like one successful startup, Shopify, where the US it's just like there's like hundreds. It's a joke. Yeah.
No, there is no doubt. Like, and that's why we want to move.
And we're gonna see. I think with the Trump, I'm pretty bullish, and with Elon Musk and Vivek, I think they're gonna drive a lot of positive changes, and we're gonna be able to attract a lot of top talent to the U.S.
Hoping so. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Other thing is like my son is 10-year old. So how long he can stay with us as a business?
I have an Indian client that was just approved Canadian just before Christmas. He got approved like December 20th or something. And right away, we're working on his green card strategy. So we have our own in-house attorney, and then we bring in filing attorneys based on the nationality, the profession of the client, as well as the visa category they're most likely to apply for. So right away, got the E-2 visa, focus on the business, but knowing that India, there's different backlogs and there's less options available, we have to think about the long term and securing that green card before your son turns 21 for the whole family. So we would work on a plan for you and your wife to be able to get a green card if you want to stay in the US. And if, say, for whatever reason, your son's on the E-2 visa and you didn't get the green card in the next 11 years, which I don't think's likely if you want to get a green card, we'll work together on getting that, then he would have to get like a student visa or go back to Canada or other types of visa categories to stay in the US. He could also come at, be the E-2 visa manager, but I think if you like the US and you're going to see pretty quickly that if you want to stay here, then we can already start working on the green card petition for you and your family.
That's good. Another thing is like my where I work right now in IT. The boss, like he's very friendly with me. He own the company in Canada and US as well.
Okay, cool.
I asked him to start the like incorporation. So my wife, she was the owner on that her Canadian company. So we are invoicing that company and he's paying us. He was offering me something like company intertransfer something, but I think he's lazy sometimes. He don't follow the process. So can we do something like my wife? She's currently on payroll, so my wife is the first applicant. Can we use that route? Like, can you support on that route? Like,
So she's currently working at this company and she would be transferred to the US as a manager?
yes.
Yeah, so that would work. So that would be an option. We can help with getting the temporary visa as well as the permanent green card.
TN or green card? What's the best way?
TN doesn't give work authorization, so it'd have to be L1 visa. So you have the temporary visas L1 for executives and managers. She comes over as a manager. And then you have the green card option, which is the EB1C. So we could work to get the EB1C for your wife, or potentially for you build up your case to get an EB1A through your talent. It's a talent visa. For EB1 Indians, it's taking it's a bit backlogged. It's backlogged like 3.5 years, but it doesn't hurt getting the E2 and then getting that petition in to cement the priority date.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, like 800K investment. I don't know the right way to do that, or not sure.
We can work together, evaluate businesses, look at franchises, spend 6 weeks evaluating franchises. You either go that path or you do your own independent startup. And then we work to secure the E-2 visa. You move down to Texas. And then in parallel, we could work on the green card strategy, whether it's the EB1Z for your wife or doing, EB1A for you potentially. How much is your pay right now?
It's 135K per year.
Okay. Canadian or US?
Canadian.
Okay. We'd probably want to see that to be higher. It's one of like the 10 requirements for the special ability green card, but if that, in the US was 175, 200 plus, then it starts to get, much stronger. But we can take a look at other options there, as well as, there's a potential for your wife being sponsored through the company for the green card.